Welcome to Red Devils United, and today we're going to talk about Harry Maguire. Manchester United has finally landed the centre back that they were after for a long time. Ever since the transfer market opened this season, we were after this player, and we finally made the move. Leicester has accepted an £85 million bid from Manchester United for the star centre back. Medicals expected soon. An official announcement may be done on Monday. Stay tuned for more. And as always, Red Devils United, please subscribe to our channel. We've reached 49 subscribers, just one short of the magic number of 50. Help us get past that number. And share this video with all the Manchester United fans that you know. Create your own community. Send us your fan videos so that we can put up at the end of our videos and present it to all the lovely Manchester United fans. Hit a like if you love that we have signed Harry Maguire today. And now let's head into our discussion. So Manchester United has made Harry Maguire the world's most expensive centre-back. Why? Because that was one position that really needed strengthening and Leicester wouldn't budge for a figure other than £80 million. We had made a couple of bids, less than that number, but Leicester rejected both of those bids, and after Eric Bailly's injury, we had to sign a defender. Well, Harry Maguire, a lot of people say, is not a top-class defender or a top-5 defender, but what people forget that he's an English centre-back playing for Leicester. He's an England centre-back, a first-team regular. He may not be a top 5, but he's definitely a top 10 centre-back. And with that Premier League expertise, with his ability on the ball, his aerial skills, his skills at set pieces, that is something that's surely going to earn us a lot of points in this season. Let the people say what they want to say, but we are now assured of a sound defense for the first time in about 5 years in front of David De Gea. I mean, that guy has to be elated. He has to be happy. We weren't keeping clean sheets for the better part of the previous 5 years, but this season we can expect some clean sheets to come in. With Van Bissaka on the right, Luke Shaw on the left, and two sorted centre-backs in the middle in the form of Lindelof and Harry Maguire. Well, we can expect that we won't be conceding a lot of goals. Even if we don't score a lot, at least we won't concede at the back. And that was our problem last season, where we were conceding a goal every single game. No matter the opposition, David De Gea was not able to keep a clean sheet. So our centre-back problem has been sorted. We now have to focus on the midfield. The word is on the street that Paul Pogba is not playing the last preseason game against AC Milan. He did not board the flight to Cardiff because he wants to make a move to Real Madrid. But Real Madrid is interested in signing Ajax midfielder Van de Beek. They feel that they cannot afford Manchester United's £180 million ask for Paul Pogba. Rather, they'd pay the £60 million that they can to get Van de Beek from Ajax. Well, Zidane's not happy, but at least Manchester United can feel assured for that season ahead that there is a star player in that midfield which is so lacking in quality. But we're still being linked with Paulo Dybala and Bruno Fernandes. As per a lot of journalists like Fabrizio Romano, Nicolo Sciero, we are expected to sign those players over the remaining 2 weeks of the transfer season. Especially with Paulo Dybala. I mean, we've had an agreement in place with Juventus. It's just that the player needs to agree his personal terms with United. I'd prefer Paulo Dybala over Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku has been an hindrance to our attack. His first touch is pathetic, and that is where Dybala comes in. Words also on the street that Bruno Fernandes may just be playing his last game for Sporting Lisbon against the season opener in the Portuguese League with Benfica. And after that game, he'll be a Manchester United player. A £7 million deal for Bruno Fernandes has been out on the table. It's just that the clubs need to reach an agreement over the transfer price. All we have to wait is for Ed Woodward to pull out his strings and pay the magic number that Sporting Lisbon is demanding for Bruno Fernandes so that we can get out a competitive team for the season ahead. You know, if we manage to price in Paulo Dybala and Bruno Fernandes, our team will look really, really good. It will be competitive for at least the third place. We may not reach City's or Liverpool's potential so far because those two teams have been sorted for the previous two seasons. The players know each other, they're playing really well. But for United, it was important to sign quality players, especially in that midfield, which was so lacking in pace, creativity, intelligence, and depth. Now take a look at how our team might shape up before the first game against Chelsea this season. If we manage to get in Bruno Fernandes and Paulo Dybala, we might just have a really good, offensive line along with a really good defensive line going forward. At the back, as usual, David De Gea with Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire forming the centre back partnership in our heart of defence. On the right, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. On the left, Luke Shaw. Our midfield will have three players: Scott McTominay, Paul Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes. And the front three would be completed by Marcus Rashford on the left, Paulo Dybala on the right, and Anthony Martial leading the line in the number 9 position.
So United played their last pre-season game against AC Milan today, and it ended 2-2 in the 90 minutes, and United won over penalties. And it was good that we ended the pre-season unbeaten. So that was good. So let's go through the starting lineup which started for Manchester United. So we had David De Gea in goal. We had Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who was my man of the match. So please like the video if you think Aaron Wan-Bissaka was your man of the match as well. And we had Lindelof and Rojo as centre backs, and Luke Shaw was playing left back. In the midfield, we had Matic, Pereira, and McTominay starting, and up front we had Mata, Rashford, and Martial. So we started off in a diamond formation, and we thought that Pereira will be the tip of the diamond, but Mata moved to that position, and Pereira was playing towards the left. So as you can see of the starting 11, there is no midfield for Manchester United at this current moment. So Paul Pogba was left out of the game because of an injury. But it was clearly evident that there was no midfield, there was no transition happening from defense to attack quickly in the second half. In the first half, I think it was till 60 minutes, we didn't have any movement at all. And it was all due to having Matic and Mata playing in the midfield. They're too slow. I understand that Solskjaer is trying to have a different gameplay for Manchester United next season, that is high pressing and high energy football. But with these two in the midfield, it's going to be impossible. And even if Paul Pogba comes back into this midfield, we already saw it last season that it's not going to be enough, and we will be stuck fighting for the 5th and the 6th position with Leicester, Wolves, and Arsenal. So that's not going to be enough. So I really think that we still need one midfielder. That can be Bruno Fernandes, because he is the most he seems to be the most likely signing we are going to complete. Yeah, so those are some of my thoughts about the game. And in the second half, we had a whole host of changes come in, and we brought in all the youngsters to play in the midfield, and we suddenly saw much more exciting football from Manchester United, with McTominay going from average to playing very well in Matic's position. So that was really good to see. And there were I think Angel Gomez, who came in for Mata, was really impressive. Mata for 60 minutes had done nothing, but Angel Gomez came in, and the first couple of minutes he was trying to get the ball at his feet and making things happen. So that was really good to see. And we saw a goal from Lingard. I believe that it was really important for him to put up a performance this preseason, because he had a really bad preseason up until then. And I believe Solskjaer will be using Lingard as a substitute player and a team player who comes in the 70th minute and brings in a lot of energy to the team and makes things happen as well. And it was good to see Greenwood and Gomez score their penalty kicks, because I think it meant really lot for them, playing in front of a 60,000 crowd and having expectations on them. It was really good to see, and as well for Daniel James, because it was his home. I think it was his home country, so it was really good to see that as well. But yeah, we cannot hide from the fact that we really lack in the midfield. We really need at least one signing at this moment to with Paul Pogba, considering he still stays, to partner with him and become the engine of the team. So that is really important, and I really hope we'll be making some things happen at the before the transfer window closes. So that's all for the match review. And as I mentioned, Van Bissaka was my man of the match. So please comment if you think yours was different and why you think so. And subscribe to the channel, and we will be coming up with content, because the next 5 days are going to be really crucial and the transfer window closes on Thursday. So we will be coming out with content as things happen, and we expect Harry Maguire to be done early tomorrow, and we will be coming out with content for that as well. So have a nice day, guys. Thank you.